I'm going to talk about something. And then, so, and then I was like, okay, before I start talking about this thing, you have to start filming so I don't waste it.
But you only told me to start
The best
filming.
calcium-rich foods to eat for stronger bones.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's important. Of course,
Dude,
it's fucking
I'm
important.
saying.
Give me the answers.
Like recipes, dude. It's like, I don't care about how you came to be
One
here.
study did find that fish
on this
eaters,
story.
vegetarians, and vegans all had a higher risk of hip fractures.
No, dude, I just noticed my nails were breaking more at work.
Hypocalcemia is a treatable condition, but it occurs when the levels of calcium in your blood are too low. Signs and symptoms of hypocalcemia to look out for: muscle cramps in the back of your legs, dry, scaly skin, brittle nails.
Why'd you look at me when you said that? What's up with that?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Coarse hair, confusion, memory problems, irritability and restlessness, depression.
Okay, why we pause?
Because I was just reading them and they got to depression. It's like, it's like irritability, restlessness, depression, abnormal heart rhythms.
Well, I had those anyway.
I was going to say, I was like,
These are all things
you
that
have
I just
that.
have anyway. Dude, one time an ex-partner was like laying on my chest and he was like, dude, your heart like skips a beat every so often. And I was like,
Heart
yeah,
skips
dog.
a beat, the XX
Yeah,
reference.
dog,
I need to lay my hand on your chest.
He followed
more.
me back.
Who? Oh. We mentioned that guy last episode, so you should watch
we
that
did.
one.
Maybe do turn me up a little bit.
Okay.
Low key. I told you to turn me down and then I'm looking at this little nothing.
Turn me down.
Yeah. We should also clap. Low key, like, we should clap.
Loki, like we should clap.
I was going to say something else and then. 3, 2, 1. That's slightly.
That's slightly off. We can do it again. 3, 2, 1.
That was better.
That was better. But I
Yeah,
clapped
we
awfully.
started talking and then I was like, there was no clap, so yeah, it's fine. And then I was like, no, we should do that.
We should do it because it's. But we have to leave that audio in because it's funny.
Yeah, real. No, because like Loki last episode, whenever because the clap sync really only works to sync up me, you, and then the Yeti. And we're not using the Yeti this session. Well, and also the camera audio, but only for the first 10 minutes. Because then the camera stops and starts, and...
Do we have to clap every time?
We don't.
What if I do like a
because
slap on my face every time that
what
you
I
change
do
the
is
camera?
I just unmute the camera audio, and I just manually sync it up like that. And technically I could do that for all of it.
How bad is the camera audio?
Well, we used in the first episode.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so it's not atrocious.
it's not atrocious.
It's just not podcast level.
It's not podcast. You know what is podcast level? These microphones right here.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's the other thing I was gonna go rock shop and then to the panel beaters to get socks.
So we're gonna choose this before, but I'm still gonna ask you what your opinion would be about the colors. Like we're gonna buy them before you before you get
even
this.
see this.
But the debate was,
do we do multiple colors or do we do just one color?
all the same
and
colors.
if we do one color, what do we do?
So I suggested, I'm going to take my hair out. I have my hair in a bun for the last 4
Because-
episodes. It looks ugly though because I haven't washed it.
My other thought is like, what if it clashes with the couch? And then I was like, what a dumb thought
No,
that is.
it's true. It's true because I have so much hair.
I wonder if the camera's picking that up.
I hope it is.
Oh my god, I feel like I'm in my bathroom at home.
Audio listeners get a life.
And dear listeners, CK is pulling hair out of their hair, but like really easily. They're basically just dragging their hand on their hair and it's coming out.
So gently.
Whoa, this is crazy.
And people worry about hair loss, and I'm just over here
crazy.
not in a way like hair loss is a serious thing.
The amount of times Carter's told me that I can't make him go bald too many times. Because I like jokingly compare him to that one bald person, and then he'll be like, if I go bald, I'm blaming you, and I'll be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I deserve that if you go
that
bald.
one person.
That one bald person. You know what I mean.
Yeah. The thing about pop filters and the couch is I said pansexual colors, and pansexual colors not because of the pan flag, but because
they work
of
well together.
they're the primary colors. So I'm saying we have
No,
to
they're
go,
not.
or essentially they're variations. Well, the primary color is magenta, not red.
Oh, true.
So pink in pan flag is a lighter version of magenta as opposed to red. Really?
Yeah, true.
So I'm correct. And
Yeah, you are.
it's not, primary color isn't blue, it's cyan, which is
More of
Japan
the
flag.
yeah.
So those are the true beautiful primary colors, are those
Well,
colors.
that's if you go CMY, not RGB.
Which CMY is correct.
Better, yeah.
My mum's an art teacher,
Yeah,
Lucas.
I know. I'm just trying to stick my ground here somehow.
That's if you go CMYs or RGB. What RBG?
RGB.
Red.
Wait, I'm wrong. I'm thinking of lights.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of RGB lighting.
Yeah, I was like, isn't that the
Red, green, blue. That's not any primary colors ever.
what would you say? It would be red, yellow, blue. So
Yeah, RYB, YRB.
B.
No one's ever said that.
No one's ever said that because it's
What
CMY.
is the other? Yeah, because it's CMY.
Because it just is.
That's so weird.
But as children, we're told blue, yellow, and red, and then we mix our colours together and they turn out ugly as shit. It's because they're not giving us the nice CMY colours because they're expensive.
Yeah, so true.
And then you get to the age where your mum tells you that they've
yeah.
lied to you, and you're like,
yeah. Is it just CMY because they're lighter than RGB? I'm saying RGB, and you're just gonna know what I mean.
It's not just. Those are the true true pigments that make up other colours. Like in the light, in light, in colour, CMY. Like those are the three foundational colours that when you mix those together, you get.
One time I had to set lights.
You can make anything.
When I was in Pornicare, I had to set 6 or 7 lights. Yeah, okay. into a rainbow, and using like a red, yellow, blue, like 3 color wheels that I couldn't actually see the values of on a lighting desk. I hated it, but it was really fun. It took me like an hour, like far too long, but I also had nothing better to do, so it was like chill.
Yeah, CMY is you can make anything out of it.
Yeah, but then when we have guests, would we give them both the same color, or would we give them different colors?
So that's the issue. It's like I said either CMY or the intermediate colors, like purple, orange, green. They're kind of clashy, but like in a sexy way.
In like a Halloween-y way.
You would be purple and I would be green, and it would it's
you
the color of our coasters and our tracks.
And earlier, CK put their drink on the purple coaster, and I was like, "You can't be doing that." Actually,
actually, it was aggressive to you, like, "Hey, and
hey,
then you stole my coaster."
What are you doing?
But so I would know. Would we like preserve gender roles, and you'd be blue and I'd be pink,
or would we swap them to be like accurate to how they once were?
How they once were.
Yeah.
Or because neither of us could be yellow.
Yeah,
and then we're giving yellow
yellow
to a guest feels wrong.
Yeah, unless it's Benji.
Yeah, but Benji's already been on.
Yeah.
But then again, yellow couch.
Yeah, right.
Although
I would call this
I call it golden.
Yeah.
It's turmeric coloured.
Yeah. Whenever, yeah.
But so this is an interesting thing because when we entered the yellow couch lifestyle chat, this hasn't been my whole life. This has been the last like 4-5 years. So yellow couch lifestyle, we were like, oh, now we need to start adding more. Once we got yellow couch, we were like, now we just need to add more colour into our house. We've always been a very like monotone black and white house. We had grey couches. So then we already have all of this colour on our walls, which you can't see all of, but
you can see most of. Well, you can see to there.
So like all of this is a bunch of different colours, and then we've got colourful kitchen chairs now, but we kind of centered a lot of our colourings around the yellow. So what goes with the yellow, when I crocheted the blankets for the couch, this blanket and the green one are so that
they look good
with the couch, and I've got the reddy pink one over there also looks good and matches the pink in the art.
So true.
So we've actually those we got those because they went with the color scheme.
Oh yeah.
And they weren't the yellow, they weren't the blue and the green.
And then your carpet's like a dark enough blue that it like works with almost
it was originally
everything.
we were choosing between 2 greys and the blue, and from the start I was like, it has to be this one, it has to be this carpet because this carpet's like a blue tone, and my parents weren't sold on it for ages, and then I was like, no, this is the one. I was like that with the kitchen and the carpet when we were doing all the renovations. They wanted to go with like a nice ply that would look like that plant stand, like just very clean, not much wood grain. And they wanted to go with a white bench that had just like no speckles and stuff, just plain white. And they were like, and I said to them, I was like, I genuinely hate that.
Dude, whenever
because I was like, the wood grain in our kitchen, like we went with oak because I was like, the wood it's good to have wood in the kitchen, and having a stone bench top is really nice. And they, ever since, have always been like, for the carpet and the kitchen, they've been like, I'm so glad that we went with those. And I'm like,
that's so real. When we were repainting our house, which we still are actually, we just aren't in the decision-making process anymore. Have you noticed that my house is half painted?
No.
The inside of my house, it's half painted.
No.
The dining room and up to like part way. I'll show you the scene when you come over next.
Yeah,
but it's like hidden by a gin bottle. Because it's like we have these upper cabinets and there's a gin bottle masking where it blocks. But anyway, our house is like a beigey sort of like, it's like a warm like beige sort of. And then a couple years, like literally a few years ago, like it's been years, my parents were like, we're going to get an interior designer who's actually just my homie, and she's going to tell us what's going to be
your homie or her homie?
No, their homie. That would be really funny if it was my homie. And then they were like, okay, here's 6 swatches of paint, and I'd probably be more of an interior designer than you would be.
Bro, make Sims houses so often.
So often. I'm thinking I might go home and make one. No, and they put 6 swatches of paint up and made us vote, and then they just went with the one we didn't vote for, because me and my sister were both like, you need to keep it warm, we like having a warm looking house, and they just like went for one of the colder ones, and we were like, fuck us, I guess, like why'd you even ask?
Bro, that's
but
crazy.
It was like chill, like we're getting used to it, especially because not the whole house is painted yet.
My parent, I think also mum being an art teacher, we were very much like, there's a specific white, my mum hates off-white, so we were always like, our house is like the specific type of white walls. And again, you can't see this. Can they see that window frame? No. Well, I
went to check, but I know definitely not.
The internal house wood, like the window frames, the doors, they're all this kind of like light mahogany type
Did
colour.
you get your TV, your media station afterwards or before? Because it matches really well.
We got that, I think, like a few years after we moved in here. And we got it secondhand. And we were like, yeah, this is perfect because that wood matches. And then, like, the table we have there is the same colour of wood. But when we were doing the kitchen, my parents were worried about getting an oak because they were like, it's not the wood that matches everything else. But I'm like, honestly, one of the best things is having lots of different woods in a house. Yeah,
I think wood is like a neutral enough thing that you can pair it with itself a good few times more than you can other things.
Yeah, definitely. And it's like a pretty safe bet because it is quite a neutral thing. It's like we are used to seeing different wood together because we see different forests and different trees.
Yeah, no, for real.
And wood is pretty.
Yeah, I think the only time it can clash really aggressively is if you have a really pale wood versus like a real rich like dark not dark wood but like saturated color wood, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it can make one of the woods look a bit shittier.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah. Like that still looks good, but the plant stand looks a bit trashy.
Yeah, real. I was kind of looking at your CD casing, which does look fine. But it was like
also like so old.
Like it's still just slightly dark enough that it's chill.
Yeah, exactly.
But if it was like a really light, like a balsa wood, I'd be like, oh.
I love that you can't see any of this. I can take some photos for you.
You have no idea what we're talking about.
We just put like a bunch of wood swatches.
You guys feel how the audio listeners feel now.
Get alive.
You know what's weird is our audio listeners have been slowly creeping up recently, and I don't know what it is.
People
like I went to check the Spotify as I was uploading the episode, and I was like, oh, weird.
Yeah. How many roughly do we get per episode?
Like
3.
5 to 10. Ben's episode had like 12, and I was like, I guess that makes sense because he's an audio listener.
True, so he just listened to it 6 times.
Maybe, yeah. Well, no, it had 12 downloads. Which, like, as in, like, you know, because Spotify, you download it to your device, you can listen offline. Because this is just weird that I know this, the metric that, like, sponsors and stuff look at for Spotify is downloads, not just streams. Yeah. Which is really interesting, but also, I guess, makes sense.
Well, it's just also so much of the push for pre-saves.
Yeah, no, 100%.
It's like, that's what...
Oh, God, I thought it was my boss texting me, but it's...
Come into work right now!
No, because I texted him being like, hey, so low-key, like, my payroll is off by, like, a day and a bit of work. Can you fix that for me,
like,
please?
didn't give you enough?
Like, because it was like, you have X amount of billable hours, and then I looked, and it's, like, missing that day that he asked me to come in, and also my 2 hours after the 11:30, where I stay till, like, 1:10.
And did he say yeah?
He hasn't texted me back. Yes, which I sent it like in the car when I got here. So
Yeah.
but yeah, no, it's just about my new prescription that I was talking about earlier.
Hashtag new prescription.
Hashtag new prescription.
Hashtag doctors, guys.
Hashtag doctors, guys.
If you're a doctor,
hit us up.
hit us up. Probably.
Why?
Well, just like if you're
Just
a
like
doctor,
for fun.
it
It would probably be interesting to get your opinion on the podcast. So like, if you're a doctor, hit us up for real.
Oh yeah, we should become friends with nursing students.
Yeah, I should see if I have a friend who's in med school right now, but she's doing like, oh shit, I don't know exactly what she's doing, but she's doing like the more like infectious diseases side, and she's like working in a lab in Auckland Hospital. Interesting. I should see if she'd want to come on.
Yeah. That was not triggered me. That's not the right word, but it made me have a flashback to the weekend. Sorry. No, it's like I wasn't sure if I wanted to talk about it in the podcast, but now I'm like, oh, I should just tell this story. But I was like, oh, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just tell you later.
That's real.
From Splore at the weekend, but there was an interaction with a customer who I had not been doing as good hygiene practice as I should have because of like anxious stimming that I was doing, and she called me out on it and wanted a refund on her food, and I felt so horrifically awful about it because I was like, that's something I never want to do, but it was 7 a.m. in the food truck and I was like stressed, so I was like doing this and not sanitizing as frequently as I should have. And as soon as I realized, I was like, I'm so sorry, and like remade her food and everything, and I wasn't, it was like, but like I was thrown, and it like fucked up my day for a bit of it because I was like, oh no, I'm awful. But she was like, I work in infectious disease prevention, and then I was like, is it imagine if it's the same person.
Whoa, it's definitely not.
It's definitely not.
So not.
But
she would not get you to remake the food. She would not say anything.
But it was like in that moment, I was like, it was fair. I was like, she was like, I just don't know if I can eat it, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. But I was just like, with that moment, I was like,
yeah,
we're good. It's
so
chilling.
real. I got me thinking about the girl at the show who like almost didn't get us to refund her.
Yeah, at
this
merch
girl
job.
at merch job, she bought a shirt, and then she, like, a little bit of time passes and she goes to the bathroom. We see her walking out of the bathroom kind of low-key in tears, and she comes up to us and she walks away again, and then she comes up to us low-key in tears, and then she's like, hey, has anyone handed a shirt in? I left mine in the bathroom, it's not there anymore. And we go, dude, no, I'm sorry. So she buys
and then she goes away.
Yeah, to look
again. When she comes back, she's like, we tell her to go check it, ask at the front door to see if there's lost and found. She comes back so, like, almost crying.
Yeah.
Like, choked up, really stressed.
Yeah. And then she buys another shirt. She's like, can I buy another shirt? And we're like, why would we stop you from buying another shirt? Of course. And then she pays money for another shirt. And then I guess someone finds it. So she comes back and she gives us the shirt back. She's like, someone found it. She gives us a shirt back. Doesn't ask for a refund.
But she goes to put it in coat check, and then they've brought it to Lost and Found. Someone gave it to them.
Oh, yeah.
And then so she had two, and she was like, I left mine in coat check, but I can give you this one. And she just leaves.
Yeah.
And we go, girl, let
us refund you. That's a $60 shirt.
She's like, I had to buy 2 t-shirts. I'm like, yeah, but now you've given it back.
Yeah.
So we can give you your money back.
Yeah. And then gave her money back, and I hope she enjoyed the show.
I really hope she enjoyed the show.
Yeah, that show was way, like, customer-wise, it was better than I was expecting.
For context, the show was like an intense musical vibe that we were kind of excited for, and then less excited for the closer it got to, because we started to realize how intense it would be, what the fan base could be like, and then it sold out, and we were like, and it was VIP, and we were like,
VIP at mid-afternoon.
So we were just kind of a bit like, oh, this show's gonna suck, maybe.
Yeah. Like, when I got on the roster, I was like, oh my god, this is really funny. And then it started getting closer and closer, and it was the week before, and I was like, oh my god, it's this person. Yeah. This person's fan base. Oh.
It was a good show.
It was a good show.
Like, it will never enter my top shows.
Yeah.
But, like, I didn't have a bad time.
Yeah, like, it was chill.
The opener was crazy, though.
Oh, real.
Ugh.
They kind of did very similar music, but his was, like, worse.
Sorry.
Like, slightly.
It's not that you'll be offended, because if you think this is about you, then
that not. Sucks for you.
Imagine. Yeah. It's episode 10.
It's episode 10. It's double digits.
It's episode 10.
This child is No, there's actually nothing special about a child turning 10. Except for it being double digits. A decade old. Child is a decade old.
Just like us.
Just like
Is each episode a year of our child's life? Because I was assuming like a month.
Oh, no. I was just like thinking about the podcast. I'm just referencing the podcast as the child.
I know.
Yeah.
But if we kept doing that, then our child's going to die before we do.
Yeah, when we get to double digits, the child will be
a teenager.
No, maybe our kid's immortal. Dude, imagine raising an immortal child.
Okay, let's imagine it.
Okay, yeah, let's think about this.
Let's
do this thought exercise. Like, because how would you know the kid's immortal is my first question. Because you know the thing where it's like...
No, would, because you'd probably die before they...
But what if the kid, like... What if something devastating happens? Like, you get in a car accident and the kid probably should have died and the kid's, like, fine. Like, okay, like, I'm in the car, I'm driving kid to somewhere, and we get in the car accident, I'm grievously injured, this kid's totally fine because he's immortal, and thus he is not getting injured either in this scenario. How are you reacting to that? I'm grievously injured, but I'll live, for context.
It's interesting, because my first mindset, and this maybe is just because I'm too much of a nerd, is like, what... What? I'm saying that would be my first reaction as well, yeah. No, but what type of immortality? Like in terms of mythical, like, shit? Like, doesn't get injured, doesn't die. Doesn't get injured, doesn't die because of, like... immortality. Like, because they're a god? Bro was just, like, born like that. Bro, it's just like a genetic defect. You know? Defect. It's a genetic... Oh, I was born by genetic defect is can't die. It's just like it's just they were like born with it, you know. Okay, I think that what would be my first reaction. I do think I would, as much as possible, keep it to myself. Yeah. Like, I don't think I'd tell my kid. Oh yeah. You wouldn't tell your kid they're immortal. Not while they were a kid. Because that's insane. Yeah, this car accident happens when they're like, I don't know, like 3 or 4. 3 or 4. I wouldn't tell my kid, and I would tell maybe their other primary caregiver if they have one. Mm-hmm. And in this scenario, it's me. Okay. Yeah. In this scenario, this is a kid we're raising together. We would talk about it. Yeah, I think we'd have to. We'd literally have to. I get out of the hospital, the first thing is like, we need to talk. But I wouldn't tell. I'd try and keep it as low key as possible. But also, if it wasn't a big accident, doctors would know. Yeah, right. Like, that's like. But science would go crazy if there was an immortal child. Yeah, right. Science would be like, holy fuck. But then if it's a genetic defect, like, okay, if my child was magically immune, yeah, if your child if your 3-year-old had an immunity to everything, to leukemia, to like a bone, to like to leukemia's blood, right? Or is it bone? I think it's bone. Yeah. Had an immunity to a cancer, and there was a chance that they could save. Use your child. This is just it's like Last of Us. Plot. Yeah, if there was a chance they could use your child to cure leukemia. Well, it's like, would you put your child? But it would cause your child a few years of like struggle and discomfort and medical testing. It's like how the really evil thing that some parents will do, I think it's evil, where they'll like have a kid that's kind of like got immunocompromised stuff, and then they'll have a second kid to like have the quote-unquote spare parts for the first kid. Yeah. Like, that's crazy. There was that one movie that was really good about it. I've seen clips of it, but it's intense because it's like, in terms of having another kid because you want to have another kid is one thing, and then like, but I don't think you should. Because then you're just always like viewing you're not going to bring a life into this world to be used to use. Imagine explaining to your 4-year-old that they have to give their kidney to their sibling. No, literally. Because their sibling needs to stay alive. And in your head, you love them and you'll be like, I want you to stay alive. But that could also kill you. Yeah. And your parents are going, you have to give up this so that they can live. You could die. And also, like, that's awful. I also think the child having immortality is different to the child being immune to cancer. It definitely is. Because, like, what are we trying to, like,
Like, we're trying to, solve death? Like, who cares? Like, everyone dies, that's sort of life. I think I would have more of a moral conflict if my kid could possibly solve cancer than if my kid was immortal and could give others immortality or whatever.
Because I think that surely that if my child was not sick in any way, just had immunity, was a healthy kid, had immunity to something that could help other children, I think that if possible, it's weird, I might wait till see if I could push it a few more years so that my kid can actively consent to it if they're super young. Then also that's 3 years worth of more children dying but then it's not my kid's responsibility to save the world.
Yeah, right.
But if they have that possibility, then surely you'd want to save people.
Yeah, but it's it's also
but you'd be putting your kid through like maybe 3 years of their life sitting in a hospital being tested.
Maybe more.
Yeah.
Because, like, once the government finds out there's an immortal child, they're not going to give him back to us.
No.
You know? They're going to use that kid to, like, do things for them.
In terms of the cancer thing, I would think it would in the end it would be help as many people as you can.
Yeah, it would be like an overall.
And try and maintain our child's safety and protect them. In terms of the immortal thing, no one gets to know. Is my perspective.
No one ever knows.
Because
they can tell whoever they want when they are able to, but I'm like, it's me, my co-parent, and the kid and their sibling.
Yeah.
If there's a sibling.
But I also think that you have to prepare your child for the fact that, okay, do they age?
Yes. They age normal style.
And then what happens when they get old?
When they get older, it's like they...
Because this is the thing with immortality.
They age normal style to a point.
And where is that point? Because that's very different.
Yeah.
Do they stay in their 20s forever? Do they stay in their 40s forever? Do they stay in their 70s forever? Because you see so many immortal demigods. They're like 20.
Yeah, I think they age normal style.
I think of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Just like the toning of like normal style. It just sounds like something Jake Peralta would do.
I think they age normal style, and then eventually they can sort of choose what age they want to stay at. They can be like, okay, yeah, chill, we can stay here, and then for some reason their body will listen to them.
This is so interesting.
Yeah.
What if they?
I'm just sort of picking the best. Oh.
You know, what if they were like?
Then
I want to stay 7 forever.
Yeah, shit, true. Okay, I think they would age normal style till they're like late 30s, till they're like adult looking enough that they could be an adult, but not like not have every single
but
no, not have every single like adult. Well, no, they're immortal, so they wouldn't have adult body problems anyway.
They would be always in physical prime condition, physical age degrades you. Yeah. So you couldn't be 70 and have no physical problems.
No, exactly. Yeah. So that's why I think they're like late 30s, early 40s.
Mhm.
Or
is this person immune? So they can't die and they can't. They're immortal. They can't die. They can't get grievously injured.
I think they can get like cuts and scrapes, but they can't be grievously injured.
So could they have a chronic illness? Because imagine being immortal with a chronic illness.
I think no. Yeah. I think. And this, I don't know. This might come off weird.
Imagine this. And I think we're just further making it come more complicated.
A chronic illness vaguely counts as being grievously injured, but like
I would
internally,
agree.
You know.
I would agree, but it's because immortality. Imagine that. Imagine
being born with immortality and also a chronic illness. Like that just sucks.
But in a way, that's just proof of the how much chronic immortality, as far as you can put it, is incomprehensible. No one can comprehend immortality. Yeah. The furthest we can comprehend immortality is our lifespan, because we can comprehend something starting and ending. So we also can't comprehend our life ending, because that's crazy. But you imagine, like, I'm doing this. What is this? Okay.
I don't know. This
is the start of my life, and this is the end of my life.
Yeah, whoa. You having fun there?
What was I saying?
Talking about the start of our life, end of our life,
so
chronic
when you like, for me, coming to terms with the fact that I might have chronic illnesses, it's like, it's forever. Doesn't matter if you like. It doesn't matter if you have a time limit on your life that you can quantify, or you have an unlimited amount of time.
It's forever.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You might experience the pain for longer if you're immortal and it will never end, but your consciousness ends when you die, so your pain never ends.
Yeah.
That's so dark.
Isn't that evil?
Isn't that so evil? Because I will, like the issues with our bodies that we will have forever unless instead of crazy medical advances. And that's
yeah, think about that.
That's crazy.
Or maybe don't.
So when you're talking about immortality as like a as like it would suck to be born immortal and have a chronic illness, it's no different to just people having chronic illnesses.
Yeah.
But
you
it would be like, what
are
the
consciously
fuck?
suffering it for longer, yeah.
Consciously you know that can immortal people kill themselves?
I think that is the big question, because I was thinking about it. I was like, yeah, I feel like no. But that also feels like a really, like...
intense
existence if you just can't die and you can't do anything about it.
Because again, we can't comprehend the end of our own lives.
Yeah.
We can't comprehend it not ending. Like, even with immortality, I'm like, it's the same thing. Numbers are infinite. Infinity is insane to imagine. How could something go on forever and never end? I'm sorry, what? We're just gonna have a psychological breakdown on the
I was gonna say I might have caused a breakdown on the pod. Oh, fudge. Oh no.
We go, let's imagine immortality.
Let's conceptualize immortality and not dying and life being forever.
You can't think about it. Like, if you try to think about it, you can't. We did an immortality export on the pod.
Like, how do you export? We get them out from like Australia.
I
don't know. Where do you export things from?
I almost did the Trump China accent, but I'm not gonna do that.
We've almost done a Trump accent on this pod 2 episodes in a row, and that is bad. #bad. Yeah, why is hashtags like come back? Like doing it in sentences. No, it wasn't me first.
No, but I do it because of you.
Yeah, but I haven't done it in like a good few years.
You know what I messaged my old drama teacher this morning?
Hashtag where you at, queen. Hashtag let me hit you up. Hashtag doing drama
There's
still.
the calcium thing on my feed.
Real.
I saw her at Splore.
Oh, love.
And I just went up to her and said, hi. And she just goes, Sika, I'm so happy you're here having this experience. She was sloshed. I don't know with what, but she was hugging me. She's like, this is my husband. This is my friend. And she talks to me a bit. And then she was like, go enjoy. You don't lose your friends because then you'll never find them again or whatever. And then
that's sweet.
She waves at me in the food truck on Sunday. And I messaged her this morning. I'm on the podcast account. Wrong account. And messaged my job.
Yeah, when were you watching Fantastic Mr. Fox clips?
Okay, I'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
I messaged her, all one word. # hope you had fun at Splore. Good to see you.
Wait, that's so funny.
And she said a normal message. It was a joy and a delight to see you, X. And then I said, and it was just like, why did I wake up and go, oh, I need to message her. Hashtag it was fun to see you at Splore.
No, it's so real of you, Loki.
Fantastic Mr. Fox is because for uni project we have to do scene, and I was talking about I want to kind of do some Wes Anderson stuff, but the issue with Wes Anderson is mostly score driven.
Someone did Isle of Dogs.
We talked about doing that.
Yeah,
someone's already done it. I don't want to do what they did.
They did the scene where they're fighting over the trash. Yeah.
Classic. I was like tempted by Fantastic Mr. Fox, but so much of it is just score. And not actually sounds like so much of the scenes where I was like, oh, the scene where they're digging the tunnels and they're going to all of the different warehouses and doing the stuff with the cider. It's all just like muted. It's all just music.
That sucks.
And some digging sounds, but not anything. And I'm sure we could add them in, but I can't be bothered. So
no, real. Can't be
probably
bothered
gonna do
to
Labyrinth
imagine where it would go
because it will be more fun.
No, Labyrinth is a good choice, I think. Did you just go back to the pod account? No, that's your account. I was going to say it would be crazy if he had us on Close Friends on the pod account.
That was so funny. I like when people add my music account to Close Friends. It's like, why did you do this?
One time I had someone message me being like, hey, can you add my priv to your Close Friends? I use it more. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure.
That's so funny.
It was great. But yeah, whenever people are like, why do you have X amount of people on your close friends? I'm like, half of them are like people's other accounts that I've also added.
Yeah, I think I have both of your accounts on my close friends.
Real.
Because I'm like...
Yeah, why not? I never use the other one, like for looking at things. But
I've just got the Fantastic Mr. Fox song playing in my head.
I've never seen it. I've never seen a Wes Anderson film ever.
I know you have to go to the panel readers, but can we please watch it?
not today, but another time.
Which one do I start?
I've also like never watched any of the like OG cartoon Disney movies.
Yeah, but you don't like cartoons.
Yeah, and what's Fantastic Mr. Fox?
Okay.
Animated, technically. The rest of his movies aren't.
Could you
I think I
handle
could.
that?
I just haven't.
Because I don't even consider that animation in my brain. It is.
Yeah.
But it's like stop motion.
Because it's not real. Yeah, it's stop motion, but it's not like real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's my issue.
Yeah.
Is that my issue, dear viewer? Is that I can't, like, my brain doesn't let me like pay attention to cartoon movies animated movies because I know that they're fake.
Okay, you know what we're gonna do then? We're gonna watch Moonrise Kingdom first. That's the first Wes Anderson. Oh, apart from Fantastic Mr. Fox. Fantastic Mr. Fox I watched as a baby child. Moonrise Kingdom was my favorite. I need to rewatch
Which
that
one's
anyway.
Moonrise Kingdom?
It's like I have a Wes Anderson poster of characters in my room. He's my favorite director. He's got like it's like the kids, the girl in the pink dress with the glasses and the binoculars. And then the guy with it's like Scouts type thing, love story.
Yes, I do know what you're talking about.
With the binoculars and the lighthouse.
Yep.
I love that movie. Probably for a while was my favorite. I said it was my favorite movie is Moonrise Kingdom.
Oh.
And then, Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yeah, of course.
So we're gonna watch those two.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you like his directing style, then we'll try get you into watching Fantastic Mr. Fox. And you can tap out at any time.
Real.
But it's a piece of media that I think.
Yeah, it's like as someone who's kind of technically a film guy, it feels like something I should have done and I just like haven't.
I think that Fantastic Mr. Fox is more worth it than some other animated things because with other animated things, they're all just a moral lesson that you can understand.
Every movie is a moral lesson.
Not every movie.
Every movie is a moral. Every single movie. This is an Aiden Ward thing. Every single movie has a message or something that it's trying to tell you. That's a moral lesson. And we walked out of Sinners and I was kind of mean to him and I went, yeah, what was the meaning to that? And then we actually talked about it because, of course, there's a meaning to every movie. But
the meaning of that was vampire sex musical.
So true.
Which
there definitely were no more layers to the movie Sinners than vampire sex musical.
It was a very good movie and I really enjoyed
it. Such an incredible movie.
That's so interesting. We were meant to have a guest this week.
Rest in peace. He died 2 days ago. No, he didn't. He didn't at all. He didn't at all.
Conceptualize immortality and talk about our friend that died.
Yeah.
None of our friends have... Go on, I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, don't say it.
Yeah.
That he just couldn't make it. And then we also couldn't get another one in on such late notice.
We reached out to a few homies.
They all like have lives. It's crazy.
We're kind of anal about it. No, there's an order. Somewhat.
Yeah, kind of.
There's people that...
There's people that should not be before other people.
Yeah, and if you're one of those people, if you're on the list, we will have you on. Promise. But there's a sequence, you know?
Yeah. And it's not in order of how much we like you.
No, it's just in order of
what feels right.
What feels right. And proximity to our lives. And a lot of you live in fuck-ass other cities.
Yeah. A lot of people are like, I gotta wait for me to get my full before we can get you on.
Yeah. But...
Yeah, would we ever do... And I know what my answer to this is. Would we ever do like an online episode, like a Discord episode? I agree. I assume you're shaking your head.
Yeah, I wasn't intentionally, but then I was like, I'm just moving this way and it matches.
Yeah, I agree. I think it defeats some of the vibes.
I'm sorry to people who wouldn't make the journey for us. We'll help you make that journey if that's the issue. It's just a podcast, and I can't watch podcasts that have someone on call.
Neither. When Star Kid, they did a bunch of like musical stuff but online during COVID, and it was apparently really good for the lore, but I just couldn't watch it.
I can't watch the Dropout season.
Oh yeah, neither.
The Game Changer season. It's on Zoom. I started and I was like, I don't think I can watch this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably go to the next season and then go back. I know it's probably good. And I love calls. I love being on Discord. I love calling people.
Yeah.
But I can't
watch a call.
I can't watch a call.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Because we have this in-person chemistry. And the best thing about laughing so hard is when you get to slap someone's knee. Isn't it so funny?
It's so funny. No!
How do they do that?
Yeah, I think the only time that's truly been replicated on call for me is one time I messed up and I called a friend the same name, and you could watch us both fall out of frame because we were both laughing so hard. And that is the closest I've ever gotten to that feeling, like, on call.
Yeah, beautiful.
Beautiful.
But we were like, do we have both? We were like 1 or 2 episodes between guests, and then this is the 3rd one. But
it makes up for that one time there was only one.
Balance. That was so intimate, Lucas.
Yeah, now where do we go from here?
Just hold hands. We're too far apart, you know?
Otherwise we're just...
That's freaky.
This is...
Because it's on my knee and not yours.
Why would that be different?
Well, my hand is on my knee with your hand.
Oh, right.
As opposed to both of our hands being on both of our knees.
What is bro saying?
I like how... So, last episode, I was so tired I was really funny. In this episode, I'm so tired I make no sense.
The two evils. And I was going to say weirdly well-rested, but I know exactly why I'm well-rested.
Bro slept till
5:30 p.m. yesterday. I worked for 5 straight days. And then... yesterday...
You talk about this, I'm going to get some crackers.
And then on Sunday, everyone was like, what are you going to do tomorrow? Because Monday was technically my Saturday. I love how much you jingle. It was like, what are you going to do on Monday? And I was like, sleep. Like, kidding? And then I woke up yesterday. And I was like, I guess, like, I kind of want to go back to sleep, as I always do. But I'm going to check my phone, I guess. And my phone said 17:30. And I went, what? And it was 5:30. And I had woken up at 5:30 p.m. And there was a text from my boyfriend like an hour ago going, are you still asleep? And I had to respond to him and go, what the fuck? I was still asleep. It's 5:30 p.m. And then I had to make dinner at like 6:30. So I woke up, I got dressed, I went to the supermarket, and then I came home, I made dinner. We ate dinner. And then I like did things for like 4 hours. And then I went to bed at like 2 a.m., which was a semi-normal time for me. Then I woke up at 8 a.m. I don't know. It is evil. But, yeah. There's no... Wow, free promo. Yeah. Look, you can look at... You could change the frame. No, you shouldn't do that. You could change anything you want from up there. Yeah, we don't have the Yeti, so they can't hear anything you're saying. I hope you know that. CK is like trying to say things about how they hate change and they hate changing things, and like how they got cracker chips, and you guys can't hear it. But it's great and it's funny, I swear. And they're also... I hope that jingle got picked up by your mic. No, I hope it just like did when it was down there. I don't think it did. No, it doesn't look like it.
I love my jingle.
My jingle.
That's a crazy thing.
It's great. I'll be walking behind someone at work and I'll have to like hold my carabiner because it jingles. And I'm like, I know I'm following you, but it feels weird that I'm jingling while following you. You know? And then the other day I did that and my ankle started clicking and I was like, I guess this is happening. I guess I'm just going to make noise no matter what.
I thought you said, when you're, I'm following you, I'm like, Instagram words? That's a crazy thing to say.
Yeah.
I was at Splore this weekend.
Whoa.
I was working there in food truck. If anyone went to Splore, I don't think anyone who watches this went to Splore. But if you did, then fuck if I know.
Then don't dox me.
Hashtag don't dox me. If anyone doxes us in comments, we will dox you back. What the fuck did that?
If anyone doxes us in comments, we will dox you back. Is that what you just said full chest on this podcast?
Because if you dox us on purpose, we'll dox you back on purpose.
Yeah, okay, I'm happy with that.
And it'll only matter to the people who check our comment section. But if you dox us in comments, we'll dox you back. If you dox us accidentally, delete your comment.
No, we'll delete your comment.
Oh.
You remember we can do that?
Yeah, but it's funnier if
But it's funny if we
it's funny if you dox us. We delete your comment and go, blah, 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 works at da-da-da and lives at this address.
Yeah, I will find you on Facebook.com.
Hashtag Facebook doc.
Hashtag Facebook.com.
Hashtag Facebook dot your mom.
What?
Delirium. It's kicking in. I worked 18 hours over the weekend.
Whoa.
So I'm getting like $385
Hell yeah.
for the 3 days, and it was a free ticket to Splore, which was real awesome.
Did you see the BFM crew?
I did.
Nice.
BFM bus was down there, so it was right on the beach. So whenever I went down to the beach to go for a swim, which was only twice, it should have been more, but it's the way the weekend worked out, and they're both good times. I go and talk to people in the bus, and they're like, "Hello."
Love.
I mean, it was cool. And I saw a few of them quite a few times.
Yeah, makes sense.
Just moving around. Happy birthday for yesterday, Rosetta. You're super cool.
So true. And this will be so late, it won't be yesterday anymore.
I know, but I
but
know.
Still, we know.
But still, shout outs.
Shout outs. FR.
Homie. But Splore's really interesting because, okay, it was the last one ever.
That's crazy.
The last one ever, and it's been going. I'm going to fact check this because I kept saying it's been going for ages. At least 27 years.
I was going to say, I think someone said at least 25 years the other day, which made a lot of sense. But it's also like, because like a while ago, me and my family we were on a road trip out that way, and we were just around that area because we were looking at the beach, and then my mom was like, yeah, this is where Splore is, and I was like 10, so I didn't know what Splore was, and I was like, okay, cool. And now I know what Splore is, and that's crazy.
Splore started as a New Year's Eve festival in 1998.
Whoa, so that's
Kaioitahi Beach.
29. No one fact check that. 29? Because it's 2026 right now.
28.
28.
Because that would make...
Yeah.
Yeah. And... But yeah, they announced it's the last one. I personally, my hot take, don't think it's going to be the last one. I think it's the last Splore. I think in 10 years there'll be a new thing in the same place, run by similar people, and it's like the new Splore. It'll be different. But I don't think that community's going to let it go.
That's real. I think the reason I'm not fucking with these electrolytes is they taste almost exactly like the medical ones I drank, but I was really sick.
Yeah. That's why I was like...
I think that's why I'm struggling through it.
Don't drink it. Just stop.
I just had that other stuff and I was like, oh, this is what's wrong.
This is what's wrong. When I first tried it, I was like, it tastes like Ural. Also, we're so used to our crazy tasting electrolytes. The fun ones.
Yeah, the fun ones. I miss the fun ones.
I have some fun ones.
That's okay. I've got my vitamin drink that I'll get when I get up.
Vitamin drink. Yeah. But Splore's interesting because it's all ages. So
that's interesting.
I think there's an element if you're under a certain age, you obviously have to have parents with you. But there are like the what's the word? Demographic at Splore is like it's just everyone. Like there are family units, like grandparents, kids, parents, kids, like single parents, their babies, groups of teenage straight boys and girls,
classics,
like people our age with a group of friends, people soloing it, like there was a few music industry like mentors that we are friends with there, like media teams, sponsors, businesses, old people, couples who've been going for the last 20 years, like crazy demographic. And the amount of kids at this festival, insane. There were just children everywhere. And so the whole weekend I was like, oh, these are such interesting children interactions that I get to talk about on the podcast, because I interacted with so many children over the weekend. Like, I was hanging out with my babysitter and baby, which I talked about before. You know, the whole like when you and Carter and So called me maternal.
Said you looked maternal.
I think about that too often. I look back at that photo and I go, holy shit, I do.
Mm-hmm.
So this baby, I think, I'll say it. Steffi said that she would, I think that Steffi's always been to Splore. She's always loved it her whole life. I could imagine her, I think she would have raised her baby at Splore if she could have, like, had been one of those families that takes their kid there and their kids grow up there and have Splore friends and whatever. But her baby's first and last Splore, right?
Yeah, that sucks.
So she's a 9-month-old there, and they were glamping. They were in a glamping tent.
Oh.
Because that way he could lie down on the floor. They could walk around to settle him. They could have hot showers.
Yeah,
like,
smart.
it's worth it for them. It's the last one. Might as well go all out. But it was great for him. He had the best sleeps ever. He slept all through the night, all 3 nights.
That's so cute.
Because,
Nature.
Because they were out in nature all day, dancing and having big long days in the sun, like, and then the outdoorness of it. They were just and they were like, this is great. We should do this more. But I spent a lot of time when I was free, not working, hanging out with baby and co, and just
Cute.
baby bit me. I don't know if
Really?
the mark. You can kind of still see it. It's like a little line there. It was red, 2 tooth marks. He has like 2 teeth at the bottom and a row at the front.
Whoa.
And it's like, it was painful.
Why?
He bit me.
Why
Because
did
he's
the baby
just,
bite you?
he's got
teething?
teeth now.
Yeah.
So he's like, ooh, I've got teeth. But he liked my wristband, my Splore wristband with the tassels. He liked my tongue. I kept putting that in his mouth. But he can crawl now.
Whoa.
And he's like, he
He's
can
mobile.
do things. He's mobile, and it's such a difference. And I was like he can't stand, but he can be mobile and he can be cute, and his expressions are really, really fun. He was like crying a lot, but then he was happy again. And on the first night was a party night. They had him in like spandex mermaid pants with little frilly ends,
Cute.
and it was
like
cute.
bell bottoms.
Yeah, like
That's
bell
so
bottoms,
cute.
like mermaid pattern bell bottoms. So you
I hate my cell phone.
Me
Oh, and it's screenshotted.
Oh,
I don't know why,
good.
but it did do that.
When you hit your phone hard enough, it takes a screenshot.
No, it's because I hit the side button, but I guess I hit both side buttons. And it was just like, I guess you're taking a screenshot now. Oh my god, and now my pharmacy's also messaging me about having the prescription there. I know!
Start it today.
I know! No, I could. I don't think I should. I'll read their text and then we'll see.
Can you take a video and then send it to me?
Sure.
You don't have to do that.
Why?
just
Didn't
like-
you watch a 12 do it like 6 million times on camp? Did you just hit yourself in the mouth again? I'm going to get to clip every single time we hear you hit yourself in the mouth. But it's going to be twice now.
I should do it every episode.
And then I'll make a compilation. I'll make an edit. Because every one will be a different
And
sound.
you can do it too. Like, make it for me.
Do it like Fireflies by...
I was going to say Rick Astley.
Oh yeah, that's better. That is better. But just because the Fireflies has all those different like beats at the sounds at the start. Anyway. Do you know what Fireflies sounds like?
Yeah, I started singing. What's that one? I'm singing all the notes wrong, so it doesn't work.
Hey, what's this one? And it just does everything wrong. That's so funny.
Someone comment if you can get that. Jun jun. Ow! I'm singing Ozzy Osbourne. I just can't figure it out.
God.
Ow!
Now so you guys barking on the podcast.
Hey, I'm not the furry here.
What? Did you just click your toe on my knee? CK, we need to lock in. We need to lock in.
We just cut this whole section.
No, we can't.
What happened? What did we do wrong? Where did we go wrong?
What did we? We? No. The podcast is ending.
Okay. This is what we catch online.
Children at Splore is what we were talking about.
What was the song?
We can move on. I don't know what the song... Fireflies.
Yeah.
What was the song you were doing?
Ozzy Osbourne song?
There's so many of those.
I don't know. I don't know enough about the other one. Fireplanes. Okay, fuck it. There was this child at Splore. Yesterday, this is actually really funny. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
This is gonna be atrocious.
Yesterday when me and Forrest were in class at school, there
in
was
class at school.
Shut up. That's a normal thing to say.
Sorry. When you were in class at school, nowhere else.
I was gonna call it the school name, and I'm not doxing us. We were in the lecture. I think it was 1 a.m. It was. Fuck up. Okay, we have to pause, collect ourselves, and come back. Do you want a cracker?
I'll have a cracker.
We were in class and at school. And we went to what are we doing? This hasn't happened on the podcast yet. This is why we needed a guest, so we don't enter the state.
So we just, yeah.
We keep a tally about the Istanbul mentions. And I think we were like,
Iz messaged me last night when I've been keeping a tally of Istanbul mentions. And I went, dude, you need to talk to CK and Forrest about that. I know they are as well.
Because we're sitting next to each other. But we're talking about, like, frequency response. And I don't remember the specific conversation we're talking about. But Mr. Guy, who Istanbul Mr. Guy, says, you could have 5 tomatoes. And then doesn't finish his sentence. And he was sitting in the class and he's like, you can have 5 tomatoes. And then moves on.
Thanks,
and
dog.
I don't get the metaphor or the reference he was
I'll
making.
get 5 tomatoes.
And then Boris giggles. And then I giggle. And then he starts writing it down in his notepad. And because I'm seeing him do that, we both spend the next 3 minutes going in class trying to stop because we're like, no one else is laughing because they don't find it funny or they didn't clock what he'd done. And because Forrest had written it in his notepad, he kept seeing it again and then he'd laugh. And then because we were both trying not to laugh, we were just giggling. And it was lucky there was 2 minutes out of the class, so we got to go outside and then laugh properly. But it was that's what this reminded me of. It was literally couldn't stop. That's the meaning of life, though, isn't it?
No, really. Just having, when someone will say something and you'll make eye contact with a friend and both try and not laugh, it's so peak.
What's up, Dad? Okay.
Oh no, I don't know what to feel about.
We can cut this section out. We can take a pause.
No, I should fill. Okay, so my choice, I know that we said we weren't going to mention it, but it's the only thing I can think of to fill. We're not going to actually fully discuss our favourite parents in media yet, because A, we haven't had enough input from you guys. Fuck you guys. Kidding. Love you guys. And also, CK hadn't thought about it. But my pick was Loki, the parents from Bob's Burgers. I've been getting, I've never fully seen all of Bob's Burgers, but I, just from clips and stuff, I feel like they're really good parents. You'll see edits and shit of Bob and the mom, Linda, and you'll get edits of them, and it's, really sick how, not good they are to their kids. Which is, a weird sentence, but I feel like in a lot of, especially, quote-unquote adult animation or adult sitcoms, you won't the parents will just be sort of shitheads low-key, but they're great parents to their 3 kids, and it's it's incredible. And now I've reached the end of my thought train and I have to fill more. But yeah, back to the immortality thing. I think it would low-key suck to be immortal, you yourself. A, because of the whole science thing that we talked about, you would always be wanted for science. And B, I wrote this in year 3, I think, which for Americans is 2nd grade, I think. But in year 3, we had to write this, this opinion piece, because it's not an essay yet, because you're in year 3 and you're 7 years old. You had to write this opinion piece on whether we think being immortal would be good or bad. And I said it would be bad. One of my reasons goes against the immortality scenario that we had discussed, because one of my reasons was you'd get really short, because if you kept aging, your I don't know why I thought all old people got shorter and shorter and shorter as they aged. Like, that doesn't happen to everyone, but it happens to most of them. And so one of my problems was it would get really you would get really short, and that would be bad because you would just keep shrinking forever. And that's what my year 3 self thought about that.
It's really funny being in there just watching you talking to a microphone by yourself.
Okay, well,
I don't know what you're talking about. What did you talk about?
I started it talking about the thing we said we weren't going to talk about, which was my thought on good parenting media. And then I started talking about my opinion on being immortal, and I think it would be bad. I think it wouldn't be preferable. Because, yeah, multiple reasons, but, yeah. Like, I just think it's not the best. Whenever people are like, did you ever read the Percy Jackson books?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ages ago, but I did.
I'm rereading them a little bit. And I recently read the one where Percy gets offered immortality, and then sorry. Annabeth gets offered to join the Hunters of Artemis, which means she gets functional immortality, but she has to swallow poison, etc. And he's like scared that she's gonna be immortal, because it's like, that's scary. If the girl you're into, low-key, is now immortal, it's like, what's our life together? And then I know in the later books, because I read them earlier, that he turns down immortality because he can't imagine a life without it. And that's cute as hell. He's like, and also, like, he's like, I can't imagine leaving my friends behind type shit. And that's why he doesn't choose immortality. And I agree with that.
I fully agree. I think that's one of the things I was trying to get to before that I didn't fully articulate. Was, I like how we went from being so locked out to like now locking in again.
Yeah. You were right. We had to take a break. We didn't take a break, but you know.
We took a break from each other.
That's what I wanted.
We
were on a break.
We make each other too crazy.
Oh.
We've replaced our kind of shitty electrolytes with
different drinks that we both just had. I think because I went into the supermarket yesterday and I want this drink, and then it wasn't in the countdown, and then it was in the New World, and I'm drinking it. I think it's the wrong drink, so I need to go to a dairy or something to find the right drink that I'm thinking of.
The lemonade version of that is the best drink.
No, I think there's like a fizzy. I think there's a drink that's in this exact same bottle, that's the exact same color, but it's fizzy, and it's like more like a berry soda, not like a vitamin thing. And I think that's what I was thinking of.
Fair enough. But the lemonade version of that, have you had that?
No, I've just had this.
Is really delicious. It puts us to shame.
Okay, they only had this or the
peach and passion fruit.
Yeah, it was like a pinky, like a lighter pink.
That's a dragon fruit one. That one isn't as good as the lemonade one. Me and Forrest get the lemonade one from the dairy all the time because it's just like it goes hard.
Took a sip of it. This is like 6 p.m. So I'd been awake for half an hour. Hadn't drunk any water, hadn't eaten any food. I took a sip of it, and my body's instantly like, you need all of that in you right now. And I'm like, no, I can't. And so I did end up chugging it over like 2 minutes.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had 2 bottles.
I was going to say, I was like...
This is the second bottle of the 2 I bought, but yeah.
Immortality. If we had a child that was immortal, we would have to let them know eventually, because you have to prepare them for the fact that they have to say goodbye to everyone they love, who you should never, and it happens to so many people, but no one should ever have to witness their parents, witness their children die.
Yeah, real.
And
we wouldn't.
But no child.
They would. Ooh.
No child should have to live like longer than their children and their nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
And their partners and their friends, like by ages.
Because also when you think and it's just, I've just been rereading the Percy Jackson books, and a lot of the comments are like, yeah, like, well, 100 years is like a week to me. And I'm like, that's evil. Imagine having a best friend for like all of your life, and then, all of their life, and then they die and you just have to get a new best friend. And you have to start over with someone else. Like every time your best homie would die, your closest homie. Or like your wife, or husband, like your partner.
Or partner.
Or partner. Or like they've been, I don't know. Like imagine having to just basically functionally start your life again every like 80 years. You know?
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it.
Imagine having ADHD and being immortal.
Oh, you'd lose so much shit.
I was thinking about like I wasn't thinking of losing shit. I was thinking of just like, actually having ADHD and being a normal person.
God, it would be so hard.
But you just like keeping track of your whole life and trying to.
Yeah, and trying to remember a lot of
Can immortal
stuff.
people have memory issues? Imagine being immortal but having Alzheimer's.
For real. Well, I think in this reality they're immune to like diseases and stuff. So.
Yeah, but functionally, imagine
Yeah.
being 1,000 years old. Can you only remember the last 100, or can you remember?
Yeah, imagine
like,
having really bad memory.
If you were 4,000 years old, does your first 1,000 years feel like first 5 years of age feels?
Yeah, like because whenever people are discussing immortality and like. Oh, no, I lost my train of thought. I lost the thought I had. That's so annoying.
Because whenever people are discussing immortality, I always think about timing and memory and other shit.
Because, like, imagine having, like, a normal memory, like a goodish memory, like my memory, kind of. Like a goodish memory.
A good memory, like my memory.
I don't know, that's a good reference point. For, like, a goodish memory, it's not great, but it's, like, better than most, I think.
Yeah.
But because it's like a good memory for a normal lifespan, imagine having a longer lifespan and you just kind of have bad memory. It's seemingly bad memory because you have so many memories and thoughts taking up the other space in your brain.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when people joke that like a skill has replaced another skill. You know?
Yeah. Interesting. Also, like you know when you in friendships where you like every now and then you'll log a memory, you'll go, that was something that happened in our friendship.
Yeah.
Like 6 years ago, you'll go, oh yeah, we had this thing that we used to do together that you don't do now. You completely forgot about. Oh yeah, we had this habit, or we'd hang out on this day and do this thing, or that like you get those flashbacks from 6 years ago. I'm like, I totally forgot about that.
Imagine getting it from 60.
Imagine getting it from 100. Like imagine being an age where you'd go, like you had a wife that you were with for 80 years, but that was 400 years ago, and you remember how much you were in love, but you can't remember a single memory. And you know her as a person, and you grieve her, but you can't remember
how long.
How long do you think? Because we don't know how long our memories could last if we had the option.
I was gonna ask, how long would it take for you to like move on to someone new?
I think that's just a general question in life, right?
But it feels functionally different because you have as many years as you want. It's not like, me and Jenny, who I loved, have. Oh, sorry, that's your. I forgot. That was just the first. Okay, new change. Me and
Lucas
Stephanie.
keeps naming characters after my parents. I mentioned Steffi earlier on the podcast.
Me and Gregorius the Third, because that's not a name that's going to come up.
And there's so many of them because they're not immortal.
I'm saying, me and Gregorius the Third, we broke up, and it was really sad, and I loved him very deeply, and we broke up, and I'm really sad about it.
Yeah.
Like, in my mortal lifespan, I've got, like, you know, I kind of have finite time to get over it before I am sort of finding someone new and, like, stuff. But if you're immortal, you have infinite time to get over it, or not get over it.
And then in the other, so yeah, my first instinct is you'd take more time to grieve the loss of a partner. But partly, if you have infinite time, there is no constraints over your life and your love. And I think if I was immortal, I'd be polyamorous.
I reckon so. I think there was this post.
Obviously.
There was this post forever ago where it was like, I feel like whenever vampires are monogamous, it's just sort of like a waste. And I was like, and I reblogged it. I was like, yeah, I respect this. I respect this take.
That's one of the reasons why I didn't react as good to the challenges meme this morning. Is because last time we were on, I was like, what's wrong about this? Is because last time I said, am I Zendaya? And you and Edie were like, no, Edie's Zendaya. Right here.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm finally Zendaya. Life is good when you get to be the Zendaya in a challenges threesome. Because it's not every day that sometimes you're the rat twink.
I think I was a different rat twink both times.
You think?
I think so.
Which one? When are you gonna be Zendaya? Are you
know.
Zendaya in Meat and Forest?
No. It's never been the right. It's never been the vibes.
It's never been challenged.
I can only be Zendaya when the
When
two people
you
in front
are
of me are the rat twinks. It has to be. It can't just be like, oh my god, that's us as a trio. That scene has to happen.
The
Not
scene
happen,
has
but happen in the way that it did with Edie and did on the call.
Not in the actual movie.
Not
Guy
actually.
who still hasn't seen challenges. The movies that I haven't seen challenges.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Saltburn. I've just seen Sinners, so that feels like something that I can.
Yeah.
But there's like.
Well, I saw Saltburn in cinemas, and I would not have seen it otherwise. So. Because
I just said Sinners, not cinemas.
I saw Saltburn in cinemas.
Oh.
No, I saw
was like,
Saltburn
what?
in cinemas.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have seen it otherwise. I also saw Sinners and Challenges in cinemas. My friend group used to go to the cinemas all the time, and then they all moved to Wellington.
I'll go to
Which
cinema
makes sense
with you.
for people that go to cinemas. Will
Invite
you,
me
though?
to.
Will you come all the way to the shore for that one cheap cinema? No, you probably won't. Lovingly.
Now I have my student discount on my card.
I don't. Oh, on your Hop card, sorry.
So
I thought you meant on, for some reason, movies, and I was like, whoa.
Well, probably.
Goated.
Honestly, probably. I like when you take your microphone.
I've
to the
decided to
camera
start
with you.
taking my microphone with me, because then, I don't know.
This is when I take my 6 meter X allowed to go and do the groceries next time. What was the conversation we were just having?
Immortality, it would suck. Getting over a partner, Gregorius the
Okay.
Third.
I reckon, and so the interesting thing about polyamory is that we haven't talked about this on the podcast yet, have we?
About polyamory? No.
I don't think so. I was gonna say I can't not name drop, but I can't drop the anniversary that is today of our friends of ours were in the when they just had their 2-year anniversary.
Oh, real, yeah.
And I was thinking about it, and I was like, recently we also had another person in our life say, I was in a T for T throuple that lasted 7 years. You know why you haven't heard about that? Because it never lasts that long. And I was like, whoa. Yeah. But you were the one that was in it for that long, and I was thinking about the longevity of certain things. There's a TikTok creator that I like currently. I forget her name, but she talks about neurodivergence and kink and polyamory.
That makes sense.
And so she'll play with fidget toys for a week, and then she'll talk about going to the kink convention and meeting people. And on the back of her wall is a flogger and whatever. And I really like the dichotomy or whatever. Is that the right word? Fuck it. But she was talking about.
Is she a lesbian?
No.
Oh, you could have made a. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that slur on the podcast.
Dichotomy.
Yeah.
I should make a dichotomy. People must have done that, right?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll get you to edit it with the D pass.
Okay. Cheers.
And we're all lesbians once. Hashtag ban.
Hashtag ban.
I like when I do hashtag, but I only have one hand, so I just do this.
Ban. But yeah.
So she was talking about how she really... people are always like, why do the neurodivergent, the disabled, the queer, the kink, the people of colour, communities always she's like, it's not that I'm neurodivergent, it's not that all neurodivergent people are poly and not all poly people are neurodivergent, but the common overlap is because there is no societal structure for how to exist in this lifestyle.
Yeah.
So people find we all are common to not existing within the social structure, and things like that lead to each other, like being neurodiverse and not having, or being queer and not having queer relationships, not being.
Every polyamorous person I've dated has been neurodivergent.
Yeah, and I can probably bet they're all queer.
What?
Because it's kind of hard to to exist in that. You could be you could be a woman who dates lots of men and be polyamorous, and that can be your thing.
Yeah, you can be straight polyamorous.
You can be straight polyamorous, but
most of the time
it's queer.
Yeah,
and I think that's part of the. But not all queer people are polyamorous, obviously.
Yeah.
So, but it's interesting because she was talking about that. I was like, then she's like, so that's so true, and she really likes to get to go and exist in spaces where it's not normal, but it's she loves educating on social media and explaining things to people. But then she gets to go into these polyamory conventions and kink conventions and parties and just be around everyone that's just their normal and that's just their lifestyle, and there's no expectation of monogamous love or whatever. And I was like, this is great. I was like, that's such an interesting point, and it made me think about that now, and I'm like, I don't know that I am polyamorous or not, but I also think within my predicted and general lifestyle, I'm not sure that I have the time or the energy to commit to more than one person, or to exist in that, or to have that dynamic. But I could imagine it happening. Like, I could see myself at some point in my life exploring that if I was in the lifestyle or situation that I could, because I'm like, I don't think that you have to. I naturally, I think, have as much love in your life as you want. I don't know if it will work for me, but I can't say I'm not polyamorous because I haven't tried it. So I wouldn't say I'm definitely monogamous, but
Yeah.
But I think if I was immortal and had infinite time, I would experience so much. I would try so much more different relationship dynamics. I think I'd try being in, like, you could try being in long-term relationship. I could try being straight. Try being in more long-term relationships. Try have like more interesting, complicated dynamics that. Yeah, but it's interesting because then how much are you playing with other people's lives because you got such a long life?
There was this post the other day, it was last night, that I saw on Twitter that it was like, I'd be chill being in a big polyamorous relationship as long as I was in the one couple at the heart of it all. And I was like, damn! Like, I understand where you're coming from, but damn! That's crazy.
Well, even more so, all I just said, I kind of take it back because imagine you live 800 years, you lived 800 years, you are dating someone for 80 of those years because you're experiencing a relationship. That's your fling. That is their whole life.
Imagine
the importance to you that relationship would be less than that.
Imagine dating someone and you don't have kids with them or anything, but you're dating someone and you just like know they have kids, but like it's chill. And then like 200, like 2 generations down the line, like 200-300 years, you are dating someone new and you like look at their family photos and oh shit, it's your ex.
You know, it's also fucked up. You have to be careful about incest.
Yeah, right. That's why I was like, you haven't had kids with them.
But you have to be careful about incest.
Yeah.
Because if you have kids,
I think I would just have to like move country every so often. So there's like lesser chance.
People move country, Lucas.
I know, that's what I'm saying, lesser chance.
It's weird that, is it weird that when we imagine immortality, I imagine living in a greater planetary system? When we imagine, not polyamory, did I say polyamory?
No, you said immortality.
I imagine there being multiple planets and universes that I
just so you can go to places?
Because it's...
I was just imagining it as normal ass Earth.
I think I imagine immortality as being such a long thing that within your immortality we will discover more,
I think eventually, yeah.
And we'll travel between... It's crazy how...
We could go to Mars while I'm immortal. My immortal.
What if one of us turns out to be immortal?
What
are you gonna do, Lucas?
I hope that would
you rather you be immortal or me be immortal for your own self?
Oh, I mean, you're scared of death, so it just feels nicer to give you the immortality.
Yeah, but
I don't think I'd want to be immortal. I think if I found out I was immortal in this moment, my life would drastically... my life wouldn't change, but I would do things differently. I would start doing things differently.
What would you start doing?
I don't know. I'd start, like, caring less, I think.
You think you'd become do you think immortality would make you more or less anxious?
Less?
For
sure.
Yeah.
Because, like, Loki...
Because the overall, there's so many different...
Because it's, like, nothing matters even more. Like, nothing matters, like, everything matters less. You know? Because it's, like, so what? But I also think I would actively start putting myself out there more. It's like, I'm immortal, I need to like get some money up.
Get your money
up. That's what I was thinking about.
Imagine if you were immortal.
I'd become a musician for sure. I'd just like work at it for 6 million years.
If you were immortal, you'd see every single one of your favorite musicians die.
Yeah.
And stop making music because they're dead.
Yeah,
And
you have to
then-
just always find new musicians that you
Because,
like.
like, I think in my lifestyle, there's a few musicians that one day will die and that will break me.
Well, yeah.
But then, there's only be a few that will really affect me.
I don't think there's any celebrity death that'll truly affect me.
Any? Because so many celebrities, so many famous people have died and I've not cared. Because, like, when Liam Payne died, and that affected so many people so significantly, I was like, I don't have this connection to... I've never had this connection to One Direction.
Yeah,
so
like, it's people dying that I never died before, but, like... It's,
who do you think would be the celebrity death right now that would affect you the most?
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think any of them
Nothing.
would.
So Nick from The Yard dies.
He's just a guy he's a guy on my television screen.
Yeah,
or my
but
laptop
you'd
screen.
grieve him.
Not really. I'd be like, oh shit, he died. Holy fuck, that's crazy. And then I think I'd move on within like a week. Like, I wouldn't grieve him, you know?
What about
yeah.
singer of local band that we were talking about before the podcast started?
Like, yet again, I think it would suck, but like, I don't know them personally. You know, it's like if Tyler Joseph from 21 Pilots died. Yes, it would suck. Yes, I'd have to comfort my boyfriend, but like, I don't, like, he's a guy I don't know. You know, like, it doesn't, like, it wouldn't actually, like, genuinely have any emotional impact on me.
I think you're very healthily not parasocial.
I think I like knowing a lot of information about people, but I'm not. Oh, I thought it was a bird. Side.
I'm gonna just message if he
But
needs.
like, you know, I just don't think I would be like crazy sad and like get depressed about it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, are we about to wrap this up, or am I swapping the camera battery?
I still haven't talked about the children at Splore.
Okay.
We should try this. Is this the first time? No, we've done it once before.
Yeah, we've done it once before. But yeah, you're gonna have to fill a little bit and get off
Okay.
your phone. Oh,
I'm
no,
just
you're doing
asking my
things.
father if he needs any help because
That's
he's
so
coughing
valid.
upstairs. Ooh. I can be in a music video for level 7. Okay. What was I gonna say? There was this one child at Splore. In my brain, I was like, I have all these stories to tell, but I like haven't told any of them because there's not like a point to any of them. Like, it's not like I have this deep understanding of children now that I saw a bunch of them over the weekend, but I saw enough of them that like there were some interactions that were really cute.
Yeah.
You know how we talked about it on the podcast and we talked about it more in the server. If we made a podcast Discord server, would you come on it?
I know, it's funny, when I was editing the last episode and we just did the server, I was like, it really sounds like we have a podcast Discord server when we
don't.
really don't.
We just have a group of gays that we talk to, a gaggle of gays.
They'll watch our podcast every so often.
And so, I don't know, we talked about it on there with a couple people about what was I just talking about? Oh, children assuming that we're also children, or people thinking that we're younger than we are, like going, oh yeah, you look 17, you look 16.
Oh really?
I think you're like, how old do you think I am? Oh, I'm probably 15, or stuff like that.
Oh yeah, we discussed it in, like, the first few
Did
episodes.
I talk about the cute thing with Robbie on the podcast, or just?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So Robbie being like 7, and it's like no, homie.
Nope.
Well, it's like always funny because I think kids always see me as a kid still. The other day, I was at I was in the food truck at Splore, and there's this one kid, and he's very excited, and he has a soda. It's like 9 p.m. This kid had a Karma Cola. He was so chuffed, and he said, because I think his parents.
Isn't that kid caffeine at 9 p.m?
I don't think Karma Cola has caffeine. I think it's just
Oh my god, it might just be a cola.
yeah, it's just a
Okay,
cola.
yeah, carry on.
So, but sugar at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
To get him through the next 2 hours of partying, obviously.
Of course. Yeah,
But
you can't give a kid empty
It's
bag.
interesting the logic of it, because the mum obviously had I think he kept saying, my drink says kids only on it. And then so I'm obviously thinking that his parents were like, this drink says adults only. But he kept reading the can. He couldn't read the can. He kept saying, my drink says kids only. Or
Wait,
children
they do
only.
cans of Karma Cola?
Yeah.
I've only seen the bottles.
It's been only cans the last 2 years.
I've seen the bottles in the last 2 years.
Last year.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense, I guess.
'Cause
That's crazy.
At work, we only sell cans now.
Whoa, did
It
I do
switched-
canned Gatorade?
Huh?
In the States, they do canned Gatorade?
Ew.
I'll show you a photo later.
That's crazy.
It's evil.
Anyway.
Anyway, sorry.
No, but
Just
that's
had to
wild.
Had to do that.
So the kid goes, So the way I'm thinking about it is obviously mum and dad had like alcoholic drinks that the kid wanted to drink, and then these ones say adults only. This one is only for kids. This one is for you. Bro comes up. I say, bro leaves the food truck with his chips, whatever, and I go, I like your outfit, because he had some cool outfit on, and he goes, thank you. I've got my drink, and it says kids only, and I hold up. I have the same drink, like a raspberry version of the same drink. And so does mine, because we have the same drink. So I thought it was funny. I wasn't meaning to lie to the kid, but it said the same things on it. So as far as he knows, and he goes, what? But you're not a kid.
Oh.
And I go, and I say, I think I said something about, I've just still got that childish energy or something. But the complete, like, on his face, where he was just like,
what?
You're not a child?
Yeah.
Why do you have a drink that's only for children? You're not a child. Then he walked off, and I just thought about it. I was like, that's so funny.
That's so just breaking this kid's brain accidentally.
It's just like, what? And he probably doesn't remember that at all, but he could think about it for ages, you know?
Yeah, he could think about it for years. You never know.
He could think about that for years.
He could grow up, be able to read that can and go, they were lying to me.
They were lying to me. I can read now. But yeah, there were just so many kids, like, running around, and there was a tent called the Rumpus Room, which is like a circus tent.
Cute.
And they like watched movies the one night. They watched Inside Out was the movie they watched.
Of course.
There was like, they did all these crafting and all this cool kid stuff. It's very like,
that's the other job I was going to do today.
It's very targeted towards children in a cool way. Yeah. But also it's adult party and everyone's doing drugs at night time. Like I was hanging out with people who are doing MDMA, but you know, like, also the kids are all there and the kids are all partying. I only saw one child. My friend's baby had these kiddie earmuffs. There was another kid at a dance. The bass was insanely loud. I was feeling it like all in me. That kid didn't have any ear protection, and I'm like, what are you doing to your baby? That baby's on like 1 year old.
Yeah. Also, when we saw my homie with the kid at Big Gay Out, and they had headphones on because they were overstimulated, and the kid didn't, I was like, it's not super loud right now, but I feel like your baby should have something on their ears. Like that, the kid's not a year old yet. No.
And I was thinking about ear protection, and obviously yesterday we were talking about it in class. We talked about it in class yesterday a bunch. Like, what do you guys use? And I was like pulling out my attenuators, and they said the thing about how if you're hearing 88 decibels, or 85 decibels gives you 8 hours.
Oh, yeah.
88 gives you 4 hours without damage. It goes up, and every 3 decibels gives you less and less time. So when you get up to like 120, it's like a minute.
It was so evil. The thing I worked for, and I will shout them out because it's not like at that place I actually work at, Rainbow Action Tamaki, because also you should support. Had their opening, had their launch party, not party, but had their launch event on Sunday, and I worked it. And the sound disc was like side of stage, because it wasn't a stage. We were just in a park, and I had one of my earphones in because I was right by the drum kit, and one of my earphones not in, so I could hear what I was doing. And it was so funny taking my earphone out and then feeling like the other ear still had an earphone in it because it had been so loud for the past half an hour that it felt like I still kind of had an earphone in, but I didn't because I never had an earphone in there yet. And then it went away, but I was like, that's crazy.
So interesting.
Yeah, they work. Earphones, crazy.
They're really great.
But yeah.
Yeah. I feel like there were more kid moments at Splore, but I do think it's an interesting thing because...
#kid moments.
#kid moments. When I was hanging out with baby, I was just like, someone asked me, when I first I was talking to someone, I was like, my baby friend, and they thought I said my baby, and they're like, yeah, and I was like, no.
No, it's a child.
It's my baby friend.
It's a child.
My babysitter's baby.
My baby, he's a friend.
And another person asked Steffi.
My friend is a girl, but it's my friend who's a baby.
It was. That's really good.
Thanks.
Some guy, we were hanging out in this tent with the baby and my baby friend and my baby friend's mom, who's a girl. and my baby girlfriend.
Just tell the story.
And he was like, "Oh, are these both yours? Are they both yours?" And she was like, "No.
Whoa.
Because I'm like 20 and her baby's like 9 months. So like, she was.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, and she's in her 40s, so she would have had to have me like in early 20s. But it's interesting. She's like, "No, I babysit this kid, and then this is my baby." And he was like, "Oh, it's funny. I've been going to Splore longer than you've been alive."
Whoa.
And I was like, "Oh, weird." And for so many people, they were like, I was like, "It's my first and last one." And they're like, "It's your first one?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Oh, is it amazing?" And I'm like, "I mean, it's pretty good, but it's weird the whole weekend." I was like, "Oh, this is quite cool. I'd come back to this as a punter."
Can't. Rest in peace.
It's done. So rest in peace, Splore. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Splore.
Rest in peace, Spore. I love mushrooms.
I'm saying.
I love mushrooms. I don't think that there's anything. I actually really don't like mushrooms. That's crazy that I said that.
It took me a second to connect it, so I thought you were just like, are we just admitting that you did drugs at Splore on the podcast? But then I was like, no, it's Spore. I've connected it.
Everyone else did mushroom. No, I don't know what other drugs people did. I didn't do any drugs. I had chili margaritas though.
Better than drugs. I don't know.
They were really spicy, but they kept me warm because they kept my mouth warm and they kept my heart and soul warm.
Because chili and also alcohol.
Chili and also alcohol. So, I think we've talked for long enough.
Yeah, real. We just hit 90.
Nice. Do you have anything that you want to say?
Nothing pertinent.
Nothing pertinent.
Nothing pertinent.
Hopefully next time you see us, we do have a guest.
Yeah,
I'm going to message
we'll see.
the homie. Probably,
Reschedule.
and be like, when are you free?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Thank you for watching.
Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell.
If you have watched all 10 episodes, next time we'll send you send us a screenshot of all of your watch history and we
will send you us singing Justin Bieber's Baby like 4 episodes ago.
Yeah,
I'm
we
half
will.
kidding.
I liked it. I was like, yeah. We're probably gonna make a
Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to look into it more.
We don't actually care if you buy our Patreon, but if you have a rich income in your life,
yeah,
and you want to be a
buy
podcast
new
a sugar daddy.
You know, we talked about this 2 episodes ago. We joked about it at the start of an episode. Now we're joking about it at the end of an episode.
But now we're like a bit more serious about it. Maybe we're just gonna put. We'll probably put the Lost episode on there.
Yeah, I reckon.
And our cool down maybe.
I don't know. We'll have to talk about it more, and I'll have to look more into the Patreon back end side of things. But it's something we're thinking about, and if you're interested in that, I don't know, comment or do
or
something
just message
else.
us and say, "I'm not going to buy that," and we'd go,
say,
"Cool,
get out of here, you lame ass weirdos."
We just eventually want better microphones that we own.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
start making $5 an episode.
Yeah, episode, bitch. It's a month. It's per month.
Yeah, I'm just saying if we charge $1.
Anyway, goodbye.
Anyway,
chat.
goodbye.
Thank
Love
you for
you so
watching.
much.
Thank you for listening.